Now, last week we looked at self-abandonment and self-betrayal quite a bit. This week we're going to focus on boundaries, which frankly, boundaries are the reason why we end up in self-betrayal and self-abandonment is when we don't have good boundaries in place. So, so the whole idea this week is we're going to look at how we listen deeply without actually abandoning ourselves. And this is through boundaries. And boundaries are a mechanism to love yourself. They are an act of self-love. Believe it or not, they're also an act of love for the other person. And here's the thing. I was the world's worst person with boundaries until about 4 years ago. And I got hit face to face, or got hit in the face to face. I came face to face and I got hit in the face with what it means to not have boundaries. And I talked about it on this channel before, so I won't go and repeat it here. But I essentially embarked on a journey to understand interpersonal boundaries, when they're important, when they should get put in place, when you move the boundary, whether it's out or it's back in a little bit, and just why they exist to begin with. So yeah, they're not mean. Boundaries are not mean. You don't put them in place as a result of anger. You want to not be in anger when you do it. You want to be neutral, emotionally neutral, and understand that it's for the highest and best good of everyone when they get in place. And if it's not, right, if you're still angry, you've still got a lot of things going on, you still may need to put them in place to protect yourself if it's a really significant situation, and you should always do that. And the rest of the time, you may just be looking at how do I, end a pattern. I'll just say an interpersonal pattern that you have going on. And I'll tell you what's interesting is this year, at the end of this year, I decided that I was writing for myself what my list of non-negotiables are for close relationships, friendships and otherwise, so it was like, under what type of relational conditions do people have access to me and at what level? And what am I comfortable with? And this is it's kind of almost like a manifesto for myself. And it's really to help me understand in my life which relationships are, especially as I go forward and make new friendships and have new relationships and all of that, which ones are worth investing my time and energy in at what level, right? Most of us have a group of close friends. I call those my inner circle friends, right? And I presume that for most of you, those are the friends that get much more access to your time and energy. And then if we have spouses, they get even much more than that, access to time and energy.